Afternoon, everybody. Happy Tuesday. I reek of diesel. I stink real bad. Gosh, it's everywhere. I changed my shirt. That's how bad it was. I just finished changing the oil and fuel filter on this thing. So that's why I'm driving it. Get the juices, an opportunity to move around. And then I've decided to do a big project with this. Not big, but I've decided to do a project with this. I'm going to lift the Beetle. I ordered everything last because I was like bored. I couldn't sleep, and I'm just like, I wonder how easy putting a lift in is. It's very easy. It's very, very easy. I looked it up. I got all of the parts for under $400. So the way it works is you get springs for a Jetta Sport Wagon automatic, specifically front and rear springs. The struts are the same. You can get upgraded fancy struts if you want, but I mean it'll ride nicer and they'll sit up a little bit higher. But we're balling on a budget, boys. So I got springs, struts. I got new shocks. Mounts, everything, because I figure it's a 25-year-old car. I might as well just rebuild the suspension while I'm under there. Screw it. So I got new parts for everything, like bumpers and mounts and pads and all that jazz. And so, anyway, I'm going to put on the new springs, put on the new shocks. And then I bought a spacer kit, like a 1-inch spacer kit, like a lift kit off eBay for $90. You can make one yourself out of like hardware store stuff, like black plumbing pipe, and it works fine. But I figured like with the price of materials these days, I'd probably spend like maybe $20 or $30 less than just buying the kit, and the kit comes with instructions and hardware. And so I'm just like, yeah, the kit's gonna be nicer. So I'll have 1 inch guaranteed off of the lift kit, and then the springs are probably gonna add another 2 inches, so maybe more. But yeah, I mean, this thing's gonna get taller. Not like, it's not gonna be like outrageously tall, but it's gonna get taller. Anyway, side little fun note about this. The driver's side axle I've replaced, and I used an aftermarket, not OEM, because pricey. And while I was under there, I was looking at it, and I'm like, holy shit, I'm missing bolts. Like 3 of the bolts that hold the freaking axle onto the transmission had walked off. Gone. Totally gone. And I'm like, holy shit, that's bad. That's really bad. Like that, if that had fallen off while I was driving, that could have been catastrophic. I mean, that would have been, oh my goodness. Like, I probably wouldn't have lost steering, but dude. So moral of the story, I got under there, I replaced the missing bolts, and the ones that were in there I tightened down. I put a shitload of thread locker on them, and I tightened the living hell out of those puppies. So hopefully they don't walk again. I used blue Loctite. Maybe I should have gone with red, but in case I ever need to replace the axle, which I probably will, because these aftermarket ones aren't like notoriously reliable. I stuck with blue. I've used orange thread locker in the past, which is like, or it's like a step in between blue and red. It's technically removable, but it gets a lot harder. It gels up, and you don't need heat to get rid of it, but it makes those bolts so damn hard to get out. So damn hard. And yeah, I'm just not all that interested in dealing with that. So just used a bunch of blue Loctite and got those things in there tighter than sin, and hopefully they don't walk. We'll see. I'll check it in another 50 or 100 miles and see how they're doing. It should be fine though. But anyway, lift kit on the Beetle. It'll be fun. It shouldn't take that long. The hardest part is going to be building the strut tower and compressing the springs, because I think those springs are like 160 newtons or kilonewtons or whatever. They're tough springs, and they're going to be a bastard to compress, and I'm going to really hopefully not cut my fingers off. I've never done suspension work, but I'm not too worried about it. I'll just get a spring compressor or two and get those things chunked down in there and set her up, and it's gonna be fun. Now, what is the point? One, it's really cool. I don't care what you say. It's cool. Two, I won't bottom out on my friggin' driveway and speed bumps and potholes, because I bottom out like a bastard everywhere, because this thing has 3.5 inches of ground clearance. That's nothing. So I won't bottom out. 3, I can put chunkier tires on there, and when you live in the Midwest like I do, the winters get pretty nasty, and it gets pretty slushy, snowy, icy, etc. So getting some chunkier, bigger tires will certainly improve traction. Now, the cons: decreased fuel economy, decreased handling, possible wear on the ball joints and steering and axles. But that's it. It's my project car. I'm never going to get the money out that I put into this, so I figure, why not just embrace it? So I'm probably not going to trade it for that truck after all, but I'm going to have a lifted Beetle, dude. Come on, a lifted diesel? Come on. And then maybe one day, way far down the line, I'll rip out a Quattro 4Motion all-wheel drive transmission from an Audi TT and chunk that in here. That is a much angrier project to do, though, because you have to modify your floor pans to get it to fit in the rear. I mean, the lift will help. The lift will help because I'll have more space and I won't have to chunk it up as much. But you need a donor Audi, and you'll have to cannibalize a lot of stuff and put it all in. But yeah, gonna lift the Beetle, and I can show you guys when I'm done and stuff. The parts won't be in for, what the hell? I don't know what's going on. Parts won't be in for another week or so, so I'm not in any rush, and I probably won't get it done before my show. I mean, it is only 1 day's worth of work, but we'll see. Maybe I'll take a rest day finally and put it all together. That'd be pretty fun. But yeah, that's the plan. I think it'll be hilarious. I think it'll be fun, and I think I'll actually be able to pull into my driveway without chunking the oil pan against the concrete. So that's my car update. I hope you guys enjoy that. If anybody the process is also the same for all Mark IV and some Mark V Volkswagens. So if you need a little bit of info on that, I can help you out. If you want to do, say you have a Passat or a Golf or whatever, and you want to jack it up, let me know. I can provide a list of what I bought and where to get it. It's cheap and all that jazz. Anyway, yeah, the other thing I need to do to this to make it well, I want it. There's the rocker panels, like the side skirts, are rusted because it's the Midwest. It's a 25-year-old car from the Midwest, and the only way to fix those is to weld. So I'll have to do that at some point, and then of course I got to put a stage 2 clutch in here to stop it from slipping. But those are the only like big things. And then my interior, so the door panels, like these, I don't know if you can see it, but the like the leather where like the armrest and the door handle and stuff is falling off because like the sealant, the glue that Volkswagen used at the time was really crappy, and so it just doesn't last. But there's a company called Coverlay that makes hard plastic inserts that go on top of that, and you screw them in to your door, and then you don't have to worry about like having to redo the fabric. Like I could like the leather inserts to replace it are like $20, but I don't want to have to deal with like all the crap of peeling it and putting the new leather on there and gluing it in and all that stuff. I don't like doing trim work that much. And I think it would look cool. I don't know what color I'm going to get. I will consult on that. But, yeah. So that's another thing I'm thinking about doing. Now then. Gym. Today is leg day. It is a refeed day. I'm fully carbed up. I've got a full system of carbohydrates in my body. I'm going to get those glycogen stores pumping. I'm going to get moving. And it's a squat day. So I'm really thinking pendulum. That's what is calling to me. I want to do some pendulum squats. Like, ugh. Sorry, I got a hair in my mouth. 4 plates, I think. 2 sets of 8. Slow and nasty. Just get some greasy reps in and then move on. But I'm really thinking those pendulum squats are going to be what I'm going to do. But yeah, that's going to be the ticket today. It is a refeed, which I was looking forward to. Now, ironically, like, I'm so hungry these days and all that jazz. Like, oh, I want to eat food. I'm so tired. We're so close to show, blah, 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 blah. I'm so depleted. I actually had a little bit of trouble putting 140 grams of carbs down my gullet for lunch. Ironically, like, I was kind of like, whew, okay, keep eating, you know? And, I mean, that's a good thing, right? The fullness is, like, wild. But like actual true fullness, not like full of fiber and fake food, like actual satiety, genuine, like, okay, I ate like a lot of like stuff that was actually enjoyable. I'm satisfied. But that's nice, you know. It's anabolic, if you will. So I'm doing that. And my body weight this morning was 180.6, the lightest I've been ever. That's not true. The lightest I've been in this prep. There you go. So that's a full like 53 pounds down from when I started. So pretty significant. And the catch weight for my division is 187. So I'll be A-okay, basically. But yeah, main thing I'm hyped about is putting a lift on the Beetle. Pretty freaking hyped about that. It's stupid, it's silly, and I'm gonna have a great time. And I'll show you guys when I'm done, and you can just see like, wow, that was pointless. But it'll be fun. It's always fun. Working on cars is one of my favorite things. Like, there's lifting and cars. Those are my 2 absolute most favorite things in the whole world. And basically, I'm living the dream, you know? Because what do? I work, I lift, and I wrench. What more do you want? What more could you want out of life? You know? Like, we're topped out. It doesn't get better than this. Yeah. I mean, having a shop with lifts and like 2 or 3 bays and a bunch of classics to work on, that'd be cool too. But for what I got, for what I have, for where I am right now, pretty pleased with the situation. So there you go. Yeah, I didn't have an energy drink. I'm not having an energy drink today, I should say. I'm not having pre-workout. I had plenty of coffee, and I don't need all that caffeine in my system. So we're just gonna get in there. I got warm up, which I think is like sled pulls or crunches. I think it's crunches. Yeah. I don't remember. But regardless, whatever it is, hit the warm up, then I'll see you guys for some squats of some variety. What are they gonna be? Who knows? But I'll see you there. Okay. So the pendulum squat was occupied. It's not occupied anymore, of course, now that I got all the weight loaded up. But we're already here. We're just gonna let it rip. 320 on here, so not 360, not 4 plates, but 3.5. And I think this is going to be heavy. I think it's going to be a challenge, but I don't think it's going to be like the soul sucking horrendous experience that 4 plates is. So yeah, it's just 2 sets of 8. I think this is heavy enough that I don't need to be like super slow and grindy, but you know what? We're just gonna kill it. See how it goes. Easier when it's over, right, boys? Here we go. Yep. Yep. So that was heavy, but it wasn't outrageous. It was pretty heavy. All right, we'll do it again. Okay. Hit it again. Hopefully the second set's easier than the first. Sometimes it's like that. We're gonna see. I'm just gonna try to get through these as fast as I can. Kind of like how I did the other day with barbell squats. Thing is that barbell squats are, I don't want to say easier, but they're less grindy, if that makes sense, because you're kind of like, there's no friction. So going up and down is about the same level of exertion. There's not like a jump. On hack squats, going down and up, there's like friction you need to overcome. Like going up, your initial effort isn't going to move the bar. It's going to, because like from a physics perspective, you're pushing at an angle, okay? You're not perfectly in line with the pad. no matter how good you are. So a little bit of that force is going to be exerted against the track here. And so you have to overcome that initial friction resistance to get it to move. And so, yeah. So we'll see. Yep. Okay. Easier is not the word I would use to describe that. But we got it. Okay. RDLs. RDL. 2 sets of 12. 185 on the bar. Dude, I'm getting some serious wedgies today. I tell you what. I think it's the shorts. Anyway, let's do this. Ugh. Oh shit. Sorry. Safeties are a bit higher than I expected. Okay. Let's kill it. Easier when it's over. Let's go. All right. Leg extensions, 2 sets of 20. Same weight as usual. 110. Ugh. Insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings may vary. Allstate North American Raw. Yeah, lovely. Lovely. I'll take you guys over. Ooh, peace. Bad boy. Ow. Let's do this. CNC's a true superset. No jump cuts. Easy day. Oh man. All right. I'm in a pretty significant amount of pain here. But you know, there's no way to do it but to do it. So we got to do it. Need to shave again pretty soon. Okay. Maybe tonight. Maybe not. Let's thrash it. It's gonna be fun. You gotta love the burn. Let's go. Yes. Yes. Easy. 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 Oh, God, yeah. Yeah. All right. Let's kill the other half. Oh man. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Ow. 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 Oh gosh. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Oh fudge. Oh, okay. That was lovely. I'll tell you what. The legs are definitely pumped. I could barely roll my freaking shorts up. So, yeah. Anyway, I don't think the carbs are going to be like an instant hit to my system, but I do have a pretty juicy pump here. So I can, not bad. Oh, wiggle, wiggle. Ooh, got some fingers there. Channeling a little bit of Urs, huh? Not as cut on that side. Oh. Okay, my stomach's like crying and my heart rate's like a billion, so we're gonna still try to hit some good poses here. Little hammy sweep for you. All right, I'll step back a little bit, try to give you guys. Whoa, guess not that far. Just a little thigh abdominal. Yeah. Successful leg day. Didn't even throw up. Didn't even pass out. And it's a refeed. And I got some car work done. Overall, a decent day. Tomorrow, if I lift, we'll be back. And if I don't lift, sorry, you probably couldn't hear any of that. Successful leg day. If I lift tomorrow, it's back. Probably will. Either way, I'll see you around.